not going to be able to train your dog. It's a handler's workshop. It's not a dog training workshop. Dogs can't learn much in 3 days. I can teach you stuff that you can retain and then use over the next 3 years or however long it is. But dogs aren't going to change great in 3 days in anybody's hands, mine or anyone else's. So we're not training dogs, we're training people. And so the objective for this is going to be over the next 3 days, I'm going to throw a whole lot at you. It's going to be overwhelming. My hope is when we walk away from it, we're not overwhelmed to go intimidated, and I don't think we will. If I do my job, we won't. And I think we're able to do it because last time we did it, the response I got back, the feedback I got, we send out a little questionnaire, and that was important to get feedback. But then messages and calls and texts and personal things from people that were at it told me that we did what we wanted to set out to do because we inspired some people to train. Like, people were jacked. Like, now, the question is, it's been a month. How many people were at it? 12? There were 12 dogs at the last workshop. There's 12 at this one. They cap it at 12. 3 groups of 4 is how we're going to end up splitting up. But we had 12 people go home really pumped up and inspired and sending messages and boom, boom, boom. Man, I was seeing all sorts of stuff on social media and tagging in. And man, we created a community. I'd say right now, 1 or 2 of them are probably still going with the same enthusiasm that it was a week after. It faded quickly. Now, did they give up? No, they didn't give up. But you have to, like, there's this thing where we're going to get through this, and first off, it's going to be a lot emotionally. Like, it's going to be just a whole bunch. And then you're going to come down from it. And then what I really feel is, I think you have to go, that was a ton of stuff. Now you look back at this, and you go, I'm here. I need to get this stuff done. And you're going to have to put up together a plan. It's not all going to happen very quickly. So we're going to dump a ton of stuff on you, and then you got to figure out where you're at with it, and then implement a plan going forward. And the question will be, how can you stick with it? Can you see it through? So the idea over the next 3 days is to give you that platform. I have a level of uncomfortableness when just new people. So I'm uncomfortable about it. Now, I don't care. I'm not uncomfortable at all about the dogs. It's probably the most confident part of me right now is when we go out with the dogs, I'm not really nervous. Because now, reverse it. I've sat in those chairs. I went to workshops. When I started really getting serious about dog training, I've had to figure out how to get better. So I went to some workshops. And I went to one with a 6-month-old dog. Anybody here got a 6-month-old dog? There's a couple of them. You got one. You got one. We've got 2 6-month-old dogs. How old is yours? 4 months? So even younger. Timber's how old? A year? How old's yours? 6 months. So I went to a workshop with a 6-month-old dog. You want to talk about nervous? I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what the other dogs were going to be like. I didn't know what the other people were going to be. It was the first dog that I had bought from them, from that kennel. I mean, I was inspired and motivated, and to the point where I bought dogs from a long ways away and drove a long ways away because I had fallen in love with this culture that Wild Rose had built, and I got to know them through the Ducks Unlimited mascot. That's how I was introduced to that style of dog and their style of training and all that. So I was really nervous, and I went into it just trying to stay down. I didn't want anyone to notice me. I just wanted to try to learn as much as I could, but have not stand out. Okay, uncomfortable. Not my style of place to be. Uncomfortable. So I expect people to be uncomfortable. That's normal. This is my first chance to get a feel for who you are, because when I don't even care what your dogs are like yet. I just want to know what you like. And once I figure out what you're like, then I'm going to see your dog, which is the other 50% of the equation, and a lot of things are going to start connecting dots, and I'm going to go, okay.